Good morning to everybody here in the sport arena, Italia, Italia. I apologize that today's Saturday morning, and we are one of the morning matches. Morning off, and the first match is Australia versus Switzerland. Let's introduce the Aussie team with the captain 23 years, David. Number 1, the newcomer, 35, Nicolas Guggen. 11, Sheldon Wallace. 9, Colin Murray. 94, Jonathan Green. 4, Sandro Portolani. 3, Chantel Mongiovanni. And the head coach is Rebecca Yoli, and the team manager Ross Newcomb. This is Australia. I would like to official referees of these matches, Sagan Matthias Weinhofer, and the second from the Netherlands, Peter Borgers. And we introduce the challenger, the Switzerland, with the captain number 1, Rafael Bachmann, number 3, Daniel Brody, 4, Noel Skilling, 5, Jan Rüdiger, 6, David Helder, 7, Nelson Valla, 8, Veronica Composição, 9, Dominique Zeruzan, 11, Jan Schulden, 12, Manuel Melberger, head coach Rafael Marquis, assistant coach Daniel Burger, and team manager Frank Zatter. This is Switzerland.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to semifinals Saturday here from the World Championships of Powerchair Hockey 2018. I am here live from Lignano Sabbiadoro in northern Italy, and we are about ready for this first of 4 semifinals today. Yeah, oddly, 4 semifinals. This is a semifinal in the playoff bracket for positions 5 through 8. And the game is presented to Switzerland. Switzerland just now done with their pregame ritual, and players will line up for the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to listen to Team's National Anthem. Thank you.
And those are the sounds of the two national anthems. The coaches and players and referees will do the ceremonial handshakes here and wishing each other a good game. Australia are here through finishing due to finishing last in the Group B, uh, losing fairly convincingly to both Belgium, Denmark, and Germany. Um, they will take on a Swiss team who have been turning heads all tournament long. Uh, they were not considered much of a contender going into the tournament, but by dealing Holland their only second loss in World Cup history on Thursday, they made sure that everyone knew who the Swiss team is. And despite this extremely surprising result of beating the Dutch, uh, they had their hearts broken yesterday when Italy failed to give them the necessary help for to finish in the top two of Group A, excuse me. So instead, the Swiss finishes third, and their quest for world championship glory is over. They, however, will try to win this mini tournament, this small playoff tournament, and be recorded as fifth place finisher. The starting lineups is from Switzerland. Goalkeeper Rafael Bachmann, goalkeeper and captain, I should say. It is Veronica Conceição. It is Nelson Breyer. It is Dave Inhilda and Nore Spirik. The Australian ditto is in goal, Nicholas Wen. It is number 4, Santo Bongiovanni. Number 9, Sean Mott. Number 11, Kieran Watts. And number 23, Luke David. So the Australians are in for a tough task here. Uh, I would be shocked if the Swiss didn't win this game. But you never know. Certainly, the disappointment yesterday was palpable for the Swiss, and maybe the motivation to play for fifth is lacking now that they sort of know that they are actually probably good enough to play for medals. But we will see. There seems to be an issue with goalkeeper Nicholas Wen. Maybe it's equipment or they're working on his jersey or something like that. No, I see. It's Wen's hands are like some other players, so weak that they must be taped to the armrest of the chair for him to keep control. And there seems to be some issue with that taping. Um, so we, the Swiss, and his teammates will wait for a few seconds so that it's straightened out. Later on today, we bring you first the other semifinal of the playoff tournament, the game between Belgium and Canada, as well as, of course, the semifinals of the main tournament, the real semifinals, if you will, between Holland and Denmark, and Germany and Italy. Wen seems to be all right, and he will join his teammates on the field and take his position in goal. The Australians are lining up. You see in this very conservative, passive almost defensive alignment, and by doing so, they have been able to keep the games somewhat close. As Luke David blocks a shot from Nelson Boyar, um, and they have been picking their spots, gambling for interceptions to try and go out on the counter attack. Nice pass here from Boyard. Conceição misses, but she follows up herself on the rebound, and the Swiss are up 1-0. It is, of course, extremely important that if you are going to play this deep into your own penalty area, you must be very disciplined in positioning. You can't leave open any gaps. And I think maybe Kieran Watts got a little bit out of position uh, on that last play. Luke David tries to bring up the ball, and he, I suppose, tries to center it for Sean Mott. Blocked by Watts. Conceição, it's blocked by Wen. So this early game not drawing a huge crowd, but the Swiss fans are out in full force, and the Australians as well. It's a fairly impressive Australian contingency here, considering the number of miles they have had to travel. Most, of course, family, friends, and other people sort of associated with the players. David fighting for it with Conceição. Boyar picks it up on Giovanni. Conceição, shot blocked by Watts. He's underneath Boyard, and I think he needs to move. Pokes it to Conceição. Boyard, a weak shot blocked by Watts. No problem. On Giovanni. Nope. Watts. David. And he gets the block from Watts. He will go up the left side. Excuse me, the right side. But guarded. Up. But Giovanni with a tricky shot for Bachmann to pick up. He does so eventually. It's not easy for a goalie like Bachmann to save that shot. He had no idea what was coming. He of course can't really turn his head and had no way of knowing that that shot was about to be released from Bon Giovanni. Perhaps teammate communication made that save possible. Bon Giovanni tries to dribble his way out of trouble, but tough, of course, with the T-stick. Has an opening, maybe can find Spielek on the backside. Doesn't. It ends up in Wen's reach, and he sort of tames it, deadens it, and the Australians take over. David dribbles, almost loses it in a dangerous position, cleans it up himself, and just sends it back. He was way out of position and surrounded by by Swiss. Bayard scores on when nifty move. The Swiss have rotated a lot in their lineups, and all of these players have seen very meaningful minutes. Very meaningful minutes in this tournament. Oi! A shot from a funky angle. Window saves it. Mott maybe has it? No, Spielek. And so it would be wrong to say, false to say that these are the Swiss backups. Ball rolls out from underneath Conceição. Bayard picks it up. He catches Mott out of position. That's all it takes. Watts is caught out of position. Oof. The ball skips away from David, and Inhilda wins it. Bayard picks it up. The pass behind Spielek. Mott? No. Okay. So Conceição is called for a small foul there. She made an honest attempt at playing the ball, but sort of moved Sean Mott in the process. Watts will flip it back to David, and the Australians will try to build up, but the Swiss quickly surround the Australian playmaker, and this could easily be a dangerous situation. The Swiss, though, are a little sloppy. Immediately after that turnover, they should be blocking out Australians to avoid them getting back into that set position. David Mott, I think he should get rid of it. It's underneath Mott still. Bayard picks it up. It's a huge gap on the backside. Luke David, though, rotates over to cover that up. In behind David. Nope. Shot by, saved by Wen. Mott breaks it up. The Swiss are relentless in their pursuit. Immediately after losing the ball, they pressure high up the court and win the ball right back. What the Germans would call Gegenpressen. But Giovanni blocks out Bayan. Maybe a little bit of a rough block, but it was a smart play. He was never going to be able to dig the ball out of the boards with his T stick, and Mott at least had a chance to do that. Didn't make it over there in time though, when this was picking up. Bon Giovanni strikes me as a smart player. He seems to be limited, of course, by being a T-stick player, and he also seems to have some balancing issues. He's swerving left to right on many occasions, but he's an intelligent player. That's clear. He knows what's going on and where he is supposed to be at all times. Conceição sends it back to Boya. And Mott. David maybe. Nope. Boya shot just wide. Boya, David touched it. What? David. Nope. Conceição, but David picks it up. He can find Sean Mott. Oh. Almost a good opportunity for the Aussies. Watts comes over. Well played. He slows down Bayard pretty well. There's a gap here. Bayard looking for an opening. But it's a save by Wen. It's underneath Watts. Conceição picks it up. Pressured by Bon Giovanni. She sends a pass to Bayard, but slightly off target, and thus the Australians can get back in position. Oh, close. Bon Giovanni breaks. Underneath Mott. And a slashing penalty on Bayard. The Australian substitution, in comes Chantel Bon Giovanni.
Substitution Australia in number 3, Giovanni House number 11.
And instead, Kieran Watts takes her spot on the bench. Schwierig. Inhänder. Conceição maybe. Will that sneak in? Doesn't. Yeah. Okay. When probably would have preferred not to touch. Oi. Went quickly over to the other side to block the shot from Conceição. When probably would have preferred not to touch that one, but ultimately he was afraid it was going to go in. And David now out of position, but he makes it back as Sean Martz rotates. Bon Giovanni should be careful now. Oof. She gets a call there. She was about to venture out too far from the Australian defensive alignment. Bon Giovanni leaves it for Mott. Conceição picks it up. Chantel Bon Giovanni. Well done to keep Spieling away from that. Mott. Conceição. Play out with the pass from behind the goal to a waiting and wide open Conceição. The Aussies quickly turning it over. And Australia's back at it. By it's a small gap there behind Wen, I think. Doesn't go for it. Oh, Bon Giovanni. Maybe a little too eager to get to that ball. Couldn't quite keep her chair under control. Wen picks it up. Nice save. So we get the a double substitution. In comes Jan Schäublin and Dominic Sennhausen instead of Conceição and Bayard. Schäublin. And now I'm afraid this could get really ugly for the Australians. These two young men who enters the game. Schäublin and Sennhausen are two of the big revelations of this tournament. Some extremely creative and offensively talented players both only 17 years of age. They joined Spiele, who is 17 years as well. Blocked by Sennhausen, but out of bounds. Sennhausen, one of the most creative passers I have seen in a long time in this sport. Uh, he scores easily of the sort of the random pass from Schöbel.
Score number 6, and this is timeout Australia.
So what do you do if you're Rebecca Gully, the Australian coach? There's probably little to be done. This is about keeping the loss to a minimum and to not get completely embarrassed here and maybe pick up a goal or two for yourselves. Uh, it seems though that the Swiss are so diligent in repressuring immediately after the Swiss turn it over. They are right up on the Australians. Again, some sort of issue with Nicholas Wen. All right, eventually we are ready to get going. Mott today, and right on cue, the Swiss is so aggressive in their pressure. Oversteps the line. You have to be behind your own penalty line before charging the offense. On Giovanni with a nice block and a nice turn by David. He finds Mott. Oh, and Mott can't quite corral it. Beautiful, beautiful play by Luke David. Sennhausen though finds Schäuble via the boards. Schäuble shot blocked by Wen. Blocked by Wen again, this time from Sennhausen. Mott. Save, another save by Wen. Schäuble. There's a gap for him behind Wen. Oh, and he just rifles it in underneath Wen. Schäuble plays with once again. The Swiss are caught off sides. I mean, calm down, guys. You're up by 7. Mott, David. Spiele picks it up, leaves it for Schäuble. Giovanni with a touch, but Schäuble out on the break. Yeah, he'll score every time. Schäuble plays with such power and unrelenting tenacity that he doesn't care who the opponent is. He just goes all out all the time, every time. Oh, Mott. Can he find it? Nope. Schäuble. Certainly, Schäuble won't lose this. No Spiel. Can he find Sennheiser on the wing? He takes a shot himself. It goes off the post. And off the post, it goes right to Sennheiser, who, with his chair, basically redirects it into the goal. And so the substitute Bongiovanni and Watts and go back to their starting lineup, Australia. Maybe the thinking is that the game was going slightly better with Watts in the game. I agree that it did, but it probably has more to do with who the Swiss are playing more than, I mean, who the Swiss players are more than anything Bongiovanni could have done. Sennheiser and Schäuble, crisp passing and flawless finishing. I said that Schäuble plays with power and tenacity, and that can be sort of an underhanded way of saying that he doesn't possess a lot of skill. That couldn't be farther from the case. He's, despite being a quadruple amputee, as you can see, he plays with just an amazing feel. I mean, his shooting, obviously, you've seen blocked by David. You've seen examples of that already, but also his dribbling skills, as you see here. It's quite amazing. You know, obviously, it's hard for the rest of us to imagine what it would be like playing hockey without the use of your hands. But Schäuble makes it look very easy. So this Swiss lineup is probably averaging a goal at every 20 seconds. Schäuble again. It's 11-0 here. 10 seconds before the break. David has 4 seconds to get a shot off. He won't. Mott maybe. Uh-oh. I was watching the ball. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Certainly a huge collision between Mott and Schäuble, and Mott is really hurting. Okay, but the buzzer sounded for the halftime. Yeah. Some applause from fans, teammates, and opponents as well. Maybe it's all he needed to pick himself back up. He will have a 10-minute break here to lick his wounds. So with the rest of the Australian teams, they are down by 11. I will take a break as well. I will be back in 9 minutes to guide you through the second half of this game.
The IWAS World Championship here in Vienna. And this is Pregame Luca, the Italian champions of Latin America. Thank you. We got also the second match in the morning.
Babukar Kohli, one of the volunteers of the large group dedicated here to this very important sport event, is Powerchair Hockey World Championship here in Lignano 2018. So, Babukar, which is your experience here in the big event in Lignano?
Yeah, my experience was great, and meeting new people, and it is my first experience in a event in a, this kind of event, So it was really great, and I was happy to know people from different country, different culture. It was really a great experience. Yeah, very wonderful, Yeah.
Which is your role? Dealing with something?
Yeah, we are here to do the transports, and then at the same time we are doing different jobs. Is putting everything in our position. See, we do actually do everything, but our motive to here to be here is doing transport. Taking people to the airport and stuff like that. Yeah. But at the same time, we do a lot of things. And it was great. I never regret attending this event. It was a very great experience.
Thank you, Babakar. Thank you to all the volunteers here in Linea.
Okay. And as you might be able to hear on the Swiss fans and their cowbells, we are about ready to get going with the second half. We've had a substitution for the Australians. Sean, Sean Mott has left the court, and he's been replaced by Chantel Bongiovanni. Sean Mott, of course, right at the first half buzzer, seemed to have maybe injured himself. Had a he had a big collision with
Already ready for the second half of the
with
game of today's 29 RT of the World Championship Union 2018.
he had a huge collision with Jan Schäuble. I think more incidental than anything, but accidental, excuse me, than anything. So maybe it looks like he got a hit to his rib section, and he may have decided that that's it for him today. Oof, nice save by Wen. The Swiss have made 2 substitutions during the half. Blocked by Wen. Milda. Wen again. Wen needs to turn around. Underneath David. 2 substitutions for the Swiss. Out goes David Hilda, and in comes Jan Oniger. And the young Manuel Milda replaces the aforementioned Schäuble, Jan Schäuble. Shot from Sennhäuser, blocked by Wen. Milda takes on the Bon Giovannis. Gets out of there, and he will take a shot now. Yep. So I keep coming back to this with the Swiss team. They are so
Number 12, that's the score.
they are so extremely young at the hand stick position. Melda is only 16 years of age. Sennhäuser here, 17. Spirek, 17. And even Jan Schäuble, also 17. So very much a team of the future. This Swiss side, I expect great things from them going forwards. Sennhäuser finds a crack. Bon Giovanni and Wen can't combine to keep the ball out of the net.
Dominic Zettelhauser for Switzerland.
The T-stick players a bit more experienced for the Swiss. Oniga at 31 and the goalkeeper Bachmann at 30 years of age. But Giovanni comes out with a nifty move. And no call. Referee Peter Borges a little late to arrive to see that. I think Bon Giovanni was fouled by Oniga, but Sennhäuser loses control. Hand it off to Milda, and the Swiss will reset. They have a huge gap on the weak side. And here they go. Milda will score. Yep. Oh, when saved, it's behind him. Needs to get some information from his teammates. Melda, I think, again. So it's been 4 goals in 4 minutes, basically.
Substitution for Swiss, in hockey number 8, our team number 4.
In comes the seldom used Daniel Rolli. For what is essentially an entire half of what Americans would call garbage time. The part of the game that happens after the outcome has been decided. It's about nothing to play for other than Australian pride and maybe Swiss fun. Sennhuysen's shot from deep. And Rolli's goal is denied. He was offside in the penalty area. Blocked by Wen. Shot from Sennhuysen. Try to find Milda. Finally gets it. Save again by Wen. And that looked like it was going in, but it was off the post. From an impossible angle, Sennhuysen is able to get that one in direction of the goal, but off the post, obviously. 94 Jonathan Grigg enters the game instead of Kieran Watts. Oh, skips away from David. Milda picks it up. A flailing save by Wen. He needs to. It seems a little strange that he wouldn't get any information from his teammates to turn around. Oh, it's called a penalty. Now I see. I was a little slow to pick up on that. One of the Australians called for playing the ball in the area. Melda Wen score. Seven goals in 6 minutes here in the. Excuse me, 5 goals in 6 minutes here in the second half. We have had quite a few of these types of games, these blowouts during these championships. Both Australia and Canada have found the European level of play to be way too high for them to handle. We have to admire their courage for even showing up. Nice shot by David, but blocked maybe by Rolli. So give them credit for participating, I think. Off the post. Clock spinning. The referee can't blow it dead until it's laying still. Just manages to stay inside the penalty area, and the Australians will pick up. Look how high up the court the Swiss are. Nice dribbling by David. He has that little spin move down pat. Another spin from David. He's fouled by Sennhuysen, but continues anyway. Bongiovanni with the rebound. No. Bachmann with the save. It bounces out to Bongiovanni. He can't get a whack at it. The Swiss take over.
Situation Switzerland in Ruben, number 1 out, and 9
Sennhuysen for Schäuble. David. It's caught in the boards. Schäuble. Finds Rolli. Can't connect. With the backhand. Rolli, the grand old man of this tournament at 47 years of age. Shot by Schäuble, blocked by Wen. Bongiovanni just wide. Devastating. Seems as if even the Swiss fans are kind of rooting for an Australian goal. Instead, it's Milner. Earlier, I called Daniel Rolli the grand old man of this tournament. That's doing him a slight disservice. Stefan Utz of Germany is 49, so he has 2 years on Rolli. But Rolli, the contrast, it starts with him traveling Europe with all these 16s and 17-year-old kids. Milner, but it's read by David, who arrives a tiny bit too late. Greg joins the fight. Chantel Bongiovanni, way out of position right now. And they will work this a goal, I think. Swiss shot saved by Wen. Schäuble. David pressures him. Milda. Oh, one of the more fortunate goals. Going into the tournament, the record for largest margin of victory was Holland over Denmark in 2005 at 25-1. This has later been broken by the same Dutch team. They walloped Canada by 33-0. So the record for largest margin of victory is not within reach for the Swiss. Greg stops the counterattack, but Schäuble picks the ball back up. Milda, shot saved by Wen. Uniga. No. Again saved by Wen. We have, I believe, yet to see a T-stick goal in this tournament. We've come close on a couple of occasions, and Uniga just denied by Wen. Oli. Oli does a very tight pass. Melda just throws it at Wen, hoping to get a rebound or something off of him. No such luck, and the Australians will take over again. The Australian fans have not lost their mood. Oh, Wen left the goal to help with the blocking, but Luke David dribbles in front of his own net. One of the cardinal sins to lose the ball in front of your own net, and he's punished accordingly. So Milda and Schäuble out. And in comes Braya and Conceição. Blocked by David. It's rolling around in front of the net. Braya. Now it sneaks into the area, and when may be able to pick it up. No, when Giovanni does, then she can't get rid of it in time. Braya. David to Conceição. And an Australian timeout. David might have an edge. Shot? No. A lot of contact. Play on, says the referee. Conceição picks it up. David, though, along with Bongiovanni, conspire to dispossess Conceição. Some kind of foul is called on the Australians. Hard to see what that was all about, but Peter Borges must have seen something. Payard, blocked by David. Bongiovanni. Back to Payard. The Australians have been able to keep the Swiss off the board for the last couple of minutes. Perhaps besides these substitutes, Payard, Conceição, Oli, perhaps not being quite the offensive masters like Schäuble, Sennhäuser, or even Milder. But so that's one part of it, and the other part probably is that Payard, Conceição, and Oli are much older than their counterparts, and so perhaps a little more mature, a little more sense of perspective that really it doesn't much matter if you score to make it 21-0 or 26-0. So we can sort of see how they would be a little less invested, maybe playing with a little less of effort. Here's a shot, though. Shot by Wen. Nice pass from Bayard. Conceição can't finish it. Oy, blocked again by Wen. And the pass from Conceição is right to David, who again is surrounded immediately by the Swiss defense. The Bongiovannis have caught Bayard in the corner. He finds Conceição, though. Can she find Wally? Maybe. No. Pulls it right out. It's high ball out of bounds off of Australians. Luke David, I think, and the Swiss are back in possession. Conceição. next game coming up is the other playoff tournament semifinal between Canada and Belgium. Conceição off the post. And if you were looking for a more close game, a more tight and, let's say, fair game, I'm afraid Belgium versus Canada is unlikely to deliver. Canada has been in for quite the rude awakening after coming to Europe for the first time in a Canadian power chair hockey history. First time have they played against European teams, and they have been beaten by huge deficits in every game, including the aforementioned 33-0 at the hands of the Dutch.
One more time, we're going back on Conceição or Swiss.
Belgium, on the other hand, though, have had problems creating offensively, and so maybe the Canadians can escape that game with some dignity. With David on the move. He's shut down by Yaya and Oniga. Don Giovanni. No! Just wide. An excellent opportunity. Well read by Bon Giovanni, and he broke well with the ball, and he came within 2-3 inches of he came within 2 inches of scoring the first T-stick goal. Pretty dangerous situation here. Jan Oniga, one of those players who has to have his arms taped or bound to his armrests, somehow loses control of his chair, and as a result, he was just spinning out of control on his own, unable to stop the centrifugal power force moves his hand outward, and so he just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning and can't stop himself because of his inability to move his arms. So so he's likely to so Oniga likely to be feeling a bit dizzy. He will try to come to his senses on the bench, and in comes Davy Inhilda in his stead. Conceição wins the face-off with Luke David. Braillard, the Australian, is pressuring high. And that will be the ball game. So at 12 o'clock at noon, we will be back with the aforementioned game between Belgium and Canada. So until that time, I hope to see you around then. And until that time, so long.
Jan Schöblin, close to me of the Swiss team. So Jan, we just finished here the match versus Australia. Which is your opinion, very short opinion about the Swiss World Championship here in Lignano?
I think our chances were pretty good. We gave our best, but the match against Italy that weren't the way that we wanted. So yeah, it's our we gave it away the chance to be world champions.
Thanks a lot, Jan Schöblin from Swiss team. Thank you. See you for the next match at 12 as a Belgium versus Canada. Thank you.